Film journalism as a media for communicating the current state of cinema and offering insights and reviews on particular films has undergone many significant changes over the last century. The medium has more recently been forced to adapt to the modern ways in which people utilize technology in their habits of consuming media and journalistic content. Online platforms such as Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Blogger, Tumblr, and many others essentially revolutionized and made film journalism something accessible for everyone to engage with. In this video, I want to take a closer look in the ways in which the internet and social media have impacted the ways in which films are discussed, the ways in which films are critiqued and analysed, in order to come to a greater understanding of the state of film journalism in the modern day. One crucial event in the shift to online publication was the emergence of dedicated review sites such as IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes. These sites introduced a unique rating system which compiled reviews from various sources of critics and consumers alike, assigning them a number or a percentage score, which varied depending on how well received the films were. This rating system allowed consumers to comprehend the general consensus of audiences and critics alike, therefore enabling them to make more informed decisions when deciding upon which film to watch. Nowadays, these websites have risen to the forefront of critical commentary, becoming enormously significant in the current day film criticism sphere. However, there have been instances where the perception from both critics and audiences have differed slightly, leading to debates and discourse among film consumers. Alejandro González Iñárritu's Birdman from 2014 is one such example. Rotten Tomatoes initially assigned the film a very high 91% rating based on the critics' reviews. These reviews highlighted the film's technical achievements, innovative modes of storytelling, and the high quality of the main lead Michael Keaton's performance. However, not everybody had the same experience with the film as the critics did. General audiences complained that the film was inaccessible or pretentious, which contrasted with the opinions of the professional critics who praised the film significantly. Likewise, more recently, the Super Mario Bros. Movie received exceptionally high reviews from fans of the video games, yet saw mixed reviews from critics. Critics have recently seen immense backlash from fans of the Mario franchise. However, some critics utilize this controversy to incite discussion on the relationship between film critics and fans of an already established franchise. YMS, in his Mario video, makes it a point to defend the critics, arguing that they are looking at the film through an objective lens, rather than from the perspective of someone who already has an established connection to the Mario franchise.
It is not enough for them to have an experience with a piece of art, they need everyone else to have the exact same experience to coddle their insecurities. Don't listen to the critics, their perspective doesn't mean anything at all, and you can tell how much I believe that by how much I have to say it. They're saying that they didn't personally connect with the film, and I've attached my entire identity to it. That means I'm bad. Can we all just seriously stop and think about what might have gotten us to this situation? I must protect my brand!
This facilitated discussion in the comments and on his subreddit regarding the current day culture of film adaptation and Hollywood's over-reliance on nostalgia and in-franchise referencing. The presence of general audiences engaging in film debates led to the platforming of more subjective rather than objective opinions. Through exploration of this contrast, we can observe that the online film sphere and the democratization of film criticism has led to occasional divides and debates between the professional critics and the general audiences. Before the internet came along, film journalism was primarily dominated by the leading modes of media consumption, which at the time were traditional print publications, television and radio shows, magazines, and so forth. Upon the rise of social media platforms such as Facebook, MySpace, YouTube, and Twitter, these outlets faced unprecedented competition from many vloggers, bloggers, and other independent websites. As stated previously, this time period essentially democratized film criticism, allowing for a diversification of the voices, perspectives, and prerogatives that consumers could hear when engaging in film criticism content. Film journalism came to observe significant developments with the rise of YouTube video reviews. Channels such as Jeremy Jahns, Chris Stuckman, YMS, among many others, gained large followings, attracting a large number of film fans and inviting them to engage in these films through their video content. These critics made use of their academic and industry knowledge and experience, which made for engaging video essays which attracted the demographics of younger film fans through their format. Marvel's Black Panther, directed by Ryan Coogler and released in 2018, provides us with a relevant example of the impacts that these critics can have on a film's reception. Leading up to its release, the film attracted huge anticipation from superhero and comic book fans, which then generated discussions around the film's cultural significance. Across all of social media, film critics made use of their platforms to engage in these discussions through analysing the various themes of Afrofuturism, as well as Hollywood's long-standing issues with black and ethnic representation and how the film provides social commentary. As far as YouTube reviewers go, Diana in Color provides an outstanding and insightful commentary and exploration of Afrofuturism, whilst Andre from the YouTube channel Black Nerd Comedy dedicates time in his videos to praise the film's representation of its black and ethnic characters.
See, that's the thing. I was actually really nervous about it because of the fact that it was a mostly black cast. Like, I was like, this has to be right. This has to be good. Even if this is mediocre, that's bad. I'm so relieved that it's not. That it's very, very good. Yeah, there's gonna be a little bit of extra bias on my end because I'm a black person that saw a black superhero movie, but you gotta understand, man, this has just not been done on this scale. I'm not gonna say I've never seen a black superhero before in my life, but to see it done this way, with a budget, big budget, and a scale like this, and to be part of the Marvel universe like this, and to be treated in the same respect as the other superhero movies, that's what makes this special. That's what I love about it. And the fact that it's a great movie on top of that, it's just beautiful.
The discourse that this film generated online allowed audiences to come to a deeper understanding of the cultural impact that these films can have, helping to highlight the fact that films can be more than entertainment value, that they can offer new insights and perspectives on the wider world as a whole to people who may not have considered such approaches. It's also prudent to mention that Twitter has become integral to online film journalism, offering far more than a simple opportunity to promote articles from large publications. Likewise, the hashtag trend #OscarsSoWhite helped to nurture and forefront conversations and debates around the film awards circuit, which has led to many advancements in representation and the platforming of voices from marginalized groups. Bong Joon-ho's 2019 film Parasite was a huge success, garnering praise from prestigious awards ceremonies, general audiences, and professional critics alike. The film became a topic of discussion on Twitter, which therefore helped to promote the film to audiences that may be hesitant to engage in non-English language media. The buzz that the film generated across social media, as well as the numerous discussions on the film's unique narrative and criticisms of class structure, contributed greatly to the film's success. Using Black Panther and Parasite as examples, we can clearly see that social media platforms have an enormous part to play in the current state of film journalism. The technological advancements and societal changes in response to the internet and social media has significantly reshaped the way that we approach film criticism. Platforms like IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, YouTube, and Twitter have all served to democratize discourse surrounding films, allowing for many new perspectives and for the diversification of the voices that we hear in relevant discussions on film culture. Through taking a look at these examples, we can clearly see the extent at which the film journalism landscape has been changed by the internet and social media. And as the medium continues to grow and evolve, we can develop more inclusive and nuanced understandings of cinema and pop culture alike, thus enriching the viewing experience for both critics and audiences.